And we are live. Merry Christmas, Brazil. Thanks for watching. All right, so we are doing our annual Christmas game, and it's a sort of become a tradition. Um, and none of them are super connected, but usually there's some sort of like loose connection from one game to the next. Um, but in this year's game, you guys are all playing children, ages 13 or less. On the you'll be getting on the Polar Express on the way to meet Santa. Maybe you believe, maybe you're doubting. Who knows? It's still taking place in a fantasy world, so you can be elves, orcs, humans, dwarves, kobolds, lizard folk, any of those number of things. Um, and we'll basically just see how the story unfolds.
What level are we, Mike?
Level one, because you're kids,
Okay.
right? So, um, it's like I should probably have a sheet of paper or something to write on, because you're going to tell me stuff that I might want to remember. I don't know. Let me
Like
pull
a
that
good DM.
up. I mean, it's a one shot, so like, drive it like you stole it to some degree.
Well, that's fair.
Okay, but like, I'll pull up a Word document, and that'll be good enough. All right, let's move my drink to spill that. All right, cool. Um, who would be interested in introducing their character first?
I will.
Okay, cool.
I'm Chris Ginger. I'm a halfling, and I'm a red-headed halfling,
Okay,
and I I'm a thief, and I don't believe in Santa, and I use gingerbread cookies, and I bite them into shivs.
there must be pretty hard cookies.
They've been left out for quite a few days.
Yeah.
Gingerbread.
Um,
So I don't believe there's a Santa, and I'm along to see how much candy I can get from steal from the other children.
okay, yeah, makes sense. Um, and you clearly have no apprehensions of getting on uh, a sort of train that appears out of nowhere on
No, I'm
tracks.
excited to see what I can
Yeah.
steal.
Um, how long have you not believed?
How long have I not believed?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Did you say your age? How old are you?
I'm 7.
7. Oh, okay. Cool. Are your parents also thieves, or is that just
That's just me. I'm just a red-headed
yeah?
person with no soul.
Are you a
Typical redhead.
stepchild?
Yes. There we'll go. I like that one, Michael. Red-headed stepchild.
Yeah. Which parent is the step parent?
Both.
They're both. Yes.
So you had a parent and a step parent. Your biological parent died, and your step parent
Yep. Married
remarried.
again, died, and now I am. They married again, so I'm not
Yeah.
liked.
Are your step parents halflings?
No, they're a half orcs.
Cool. All right. All right. And so you get gingerbread shivs. You're 7. I need to put that in 7. Doesn't believe 7. 7. 7-year old. All right. Anything else I need to know about Chris Ginger?
Nope, that's good enough.
Okay. Cool.
I have a distrust for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, as a double stepchild, by the age of 7, I can understand that. Do your parents like you? Your step parents?
they
Or you're the
they
redheaded
don't
stepchild? So
they don't really like me.
no. Yeah.
They beat me.
So cool. All right. Cool. Who's next?
Oh,
I'll go.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
go for it.
All right, Brad.
All right. I'm a bard named Biz,
All right.
and I'm human. 13 years old.
All right. What is your instrument of choice?
A mandolin.
Not a woman, Dylan.
No, just a
Uh,
mandolin.
just a mandolin. Are your parents bards?
They are.
Okay, so you're part of a bard family. Are they your natural born parents?
Yes,
Do they love you?
they do.
Um, do you believe?
I do believe in Santa.
Um, what's your I guess your economic status? I mean, are you like rich, poor, middle class?
I'm fairly wealthy.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know you're wealthy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. And do you look down on the poor?
Only the poor.
No, I do not.
All right. Do you have a weapon?
I'll just use my fists.
Okay.
Fisticuffs.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
No, and I am 13.
Okay. Cool. All right. Who's up next?
I can go next.
All
Quick
right.
question for your world. Are elves long-lived?
You tell me.
Okay, I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
So I'm Oligor. I'm going to be a elf druid. I am 39. But elves will live 3 times longer than humans, so I'm just 13.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a very long infancy.
Yeah. Cool. And what's your defining feature?
I have the eyebrows of a rockhopper penguin that are constantly curled. I wax them occasionally, and I have in between those fantastic eyebrows a narwhal horn that is
Okay.
slightly too large, and my head dips down often.
So it's like heavy.
Yes,
Um,
heavy is the brow that wears the horn.
yeah. Are your parents druids?
They're hippies. They'd like to say they're druids, but they've never transformed.
Oh, okay. All right. So they're druid posers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, occasionally they get real high and they think they do, but it's not the same.
So how did you become a druid?
You know, one day I tried their stash and I woke up a leopard seal.
I'm gonna ask a question that's like on player level instead of character level.
Yes.
Is he a druid, or does he just get high and think he turns into things?
I was flopping around on my belly, so yes, we're gonna go with he's actually a druid,
Okay. All right.
but his first experience was questionable,
Yeah.
and they were down a house pet.
Um,
God.
Hey, he got the munchies as a
I
leopard
wasn't.
seal.
I wasn't complaining. It just makes me laugh.
he woke up and the bed was all wet, and he was like, "What happened?" Anyways.
Oh, well, the hair is gone.
All right. And do you use a weapon of any kind?
I use my bare hands,
Okay.
and
And
occasionally they're bare hands.
catch these bare hands. Um, do you believe?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Believes.
he believes very firmly for the last 32 years of his life because his older brother got beaten by the Krampus for not.
Okay. Okay. So now, did he see the Krampus, or is this just like a story that his brother tells?
It's a story his brother tells.
Okay. All right. Um, and
And he's 42. Why wouldn't you believe him?
of course, yeah, sure. I mean, he's the older brother. Um, and let's see. Anything else you want to tell me?
Nah, we'll figure out the rest as we go.
Cool. All right. Joel. Joel?
Oh, sure. Let's see. My character's name is Rye.
Okay.
I am a lizard person,
Yes.
and I am an immolator,
Okay.
and I am 10 years old.
10 years old. Do you believe?
I firmly believe that Santa's real, but because I'm poor, he never visits me, so I hate him.
Okay. Poor. So you've never gotten a gift from Santa.
No.
You're from the wrong side of the tracks.
Yes.
Cool. And
And I'm willing to risk going into the North Pole and dying in a frozen, shitty wasteland to seek my revenge.
cool. So now, as a lizard folk, you're cold blooded, right?
That's true.
So it is potentially going to be a difficult journey for you.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hot blooded.
Are your parents immolators?
I don't know my parents. I'm a street urchin.
Oh, so you're homeless.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I live on the streets, man.
Sure. Home is where the heart is.
Anywhere's my home.
So, have you been homeless as long as you can remember?
Yep. I don't remember anything.
Well, there's your problem. Santa Claus only delivers to homes, right?
Well, the streets are my home, so you could have dropped something in the alley that I live in.
Yeah, some of the kid would just steal it. Some ginger-headed freak probably would steal it.
Not in my alley. You wouldn't be gingerhead for long.
Do we know each other? Do I see you at the street, or do I see you on the streets? Stick my tongue out at
Yes,
you. All right, we'll go.
100%.
Okay, so you guys live in the same town then?
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
All right, cool. Do you have a weapon of any kind that you use?
No, I just use my immolation powers to create weapons of pure fire.
Yeah, Burning Brand. Yep. All right, cool.
I mean, if you call it my teeth and tails weapons, sure.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to tell me about Rye?
Yeah, he's pretty unstable.
Okay. All right. Cool. So the way we're gonna start this is you're all gonna get picked up by the Polar Express. So each character is gonna get on one at a time. Just a quick introduction from the conductor and the whatever. We're gonna start with Biz Bardkey because he's rich. The rich get loaded on the train first, of course. So let's see.
Damn privileged.
He
Yeah.
actually bought his ticket.
Yeah. But yeah. So Biz, did you know the Polar Express was coming? Like it was scheduled?
Daddy, I want it. Buy it for me.
Brad, are you there?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, my headset turns off. Okay. What'd you say?
Did your parents buy your Polar Express ticket?
No, I found it in a chocolate bar.
Did your parents buy you 1 million chocolate bars?
Just 50.
Just 50. Oh, okay.
Just 50.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah. So, you're in your house and you hear this well, I guess you knew it was coming because you had a pre-ticket, I guess a pre-sale. So I guess you're eagerly waiting for it to show up, and it does. Like the train shows up. Mystical tracks just appear out of nowhere, and there's a train outside your house, and you see in front of the train the conductor, who is this gentleman here, and so he's standing out there, and you walk up, and he says, "All aboard, or whatever. I could care less."
I'm definitely coming. Mummy, Daddy, I'm off.
He says, "Yes, hurry along. We're late. 5 minutes or some rubbish. Get on."
Let's do this.
Yeah, and he loads you on. And so the train continues, and roll a discern realities for me real quick, Brad. And that'll be on your wisdom.
My wisdom.
Yep.
Okay.
Your whizzy whiz.
My wisdom.
You're the whiz.
Oh, my wisdom's 9.
That's a 5. Yeah, you don't notice anything. You're completely oblivious to the movements of the train as you pass along. So, anyways,
I'm just so excited.
yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna say, yep. Oligor, is that right, Dylan?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yep.
the train's going to arrive at your. Do you live in like a large tree or like a house, or and you're an elf? So
Treehouse.
okay, yeah. So just randomly in the
The house is
forest.
built into the tree, Keebler elf style.
Yeah, are you that kind of elf? Are you like a short,
What
squatty?
do you mean that kind of elf?
Are you a
Yeah.
short, squatty, like Keebler style elf?
Short,
That-
squatty Keebler elf with stylish eyebrows and a narwhal horn.
Okay, all right, cool. Because we did not establish if there were different types of elves or what kind of elf you were. So you are the.
I descend from the great clan Keebler.
So your parents are cookie makers.
Yes.
Special cookies.
Only for the discerning.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you eat it, get somewhere safe.
Are there the actual regular style of elves as well?
Yes.
Okay.
We
all
don't
right.
like them.
Yeah, and then I assume they don't like you either. Cool.
Good
Yeah.
place.
Flex about how tall they are and how majestic.
Yeah. So in the forest, just sort of out of nowhere, this train on tracks that were not there before just sort of appears, and the tree rumbles. You look outside and see like this train, and perhaps you've heard tale before of a mystical train that takes people to visit Santa, and you see it. So.
So I open the door and smoke rolls out as I walk out. I'm like, Mom, Dad, I found a train.
Yeah, and then they yell back and say something about like being space cowboys and something about Maurice.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about? That was good.
Yeah, and so as you walk out, the conductor, he's there to greet you, and it's kind of the same spiel. He's like, yes, the Polar Express, come see Santa. I don't care. We're 5 minutes late. Hurry along.
Like, Santa, sweet, and just instantly jumps on the train. No
Yes.
questions.
He says,
Let's go.
he says, very good, let's go. And he hops on. Train takes off again. So let me get you to roll a discern realities on your wisdom.
Is that 1 or 2 dice?
2 dice, 2d6 plus your wisdom modifier.
That is a 1 and a 1 plus 2, so 4.
You also are absolutely oblivious to anything that's going on outside of the train as it chugs along.
This train is wild.
Yeah. And there's other children too, right? There's some troll children, there's a couple orcs, there's humans, there's the tall elves. So yeah, you pass by a group of tall elves. It's 2 boys and a girl, and they're all sitting together in the same thing, and conversing amongst each other. Do you just like walk by them, ignoring them, or do you say anything?
What would it be if I wanted to pretend I tripped and just accidentally like slap someone with the horn?
Dexterity.
I feel like I've seen that in real
Oh,
life.
that's not. Well, that's 11 plus 1, so 12.
Yeah. So you one of the boys is on the outside, so you feign a trip and fall and hit him with your horn, and immediately like he cuts him a little bit, even across the cheek, perhaps.
Look, they're like 5 foot tall. I'm 3. I probably stabbed him in the nipple or belly button.
Look, you didn't say how tall that horn was, all right?
Oh, fair.
You said it was heavy,
You
so
are right.
You said it was heavy, so I assumed it was long. and
Let's
strong.
go for cheek.
Better
Let's
get the
go.
friction
I
on.
guess you put a born.
Yeah. So and so he says, "Watch it, Stubby." He says, "He touched me. That filthy Keebler elf touched me," and he wipes the blood away.
Oh,
And,
sorry. I guess I'm not as graceful.
And the girl is with him says, "Oh, Perseus, oh, how dreadful! Your beautiful face, it's hideous now." And then they kind of just go on fussing about the face. So, anyways, the train rolls on, so Chris Ginger, do you sleep inside the house or do they make you sleep outside?
Let me sleep inside. They're not like that. They just work me. It's like a Cinderella story.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
do they?
Not Harry Potter, but it's Cinderella.
So perhaps you're downstairs waxing the floors.
I am.
Yeah, and the house starts to rattle, and you see lights outside. And when you check to see what the commotion is, there sits the train with the conductor standing outside.
I try to sneak past him so he doesn't see me, so I can get on the train without him seeing me.
Roll on your dexterity.
Is it coming up? There you go. 14.
Yeah, you slip right by him.
Oh yeah. He doesn't see a thing.
So he just waits there for a little while, and then he pulls out his pocket watch and checks, and he says, Yes, 5 minutes late. The child's not coming. Move along, then." And he just walks back on the train, and it starts moving again. So then the train doesn't go far. There's not much for you to discern here because you and Rye live in the same town. So the train goes along, and it crosses over a set of regular railroad tracks. So these tracks
To
cross.
the 8 Mile.
Yeah, and it literally crosses over to the other side of the tracks. And Rye, you're maybe under a bridge.
No, I'm too cool for a bridge.
Okay, where would you be hanging out?
I live in a giant wooden box that
Like a
somebody
crate?
threw outside. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So
when I say giant, it's like 10 feet by 10 feet, but to a 10-year-old, it's huge.
yeah. I mean, that's still pretty big for a crate, though. I mean, some rooms and
Yeah,
houses are less than 10 by 10. So
I own this alley. It's mine.
yeah. So just outside your crate, a train. Well, you see almost like electricity. A set of tracks just sort of blaze up in front of, and then beyond your crate, and then a train pulls up and comes to a halt. And it's like right in front of your crate. And so the door to the car that stops in front of you opens up, and the conductor steps out, and he says, "All aboard the Polar Express. Come see Santa in all his glory, or whatever."
Santa?
He says, "Yes."
Why does he want something to do with me now?
He says, "Well, you're a child who's in a crucial year of his life for belief in Santa Claus. And so, something, I don't know. Get on the train, kid."
Yeah, all right. I go walking by, but I step on the conductor's foot as I go by.
Roll a dex for that.
Sure. Of course I have my dex. Nope.
Yeah, as soon as you go to step for his foot, he grabs you by the scruff and then just like flips you over right into the door of the car, and you land on your back inside the car. And he says, "You're not the first child to try and assault me. I am the conductor. I've been around for thousands of seconds. Years, I mean. Anyways.
I just hiss at him and keep on going.
And then he climbs aboard and then walks back beyond the car that you're in into another car. And the door closes.
I try to make sure that Rye sees me laughing and pointing at him because he got caught.
I give him the flaming middle finger.
Yeah, so and that's how it goes. And so then the train starts pulling off. Let me get Ginger and Rye to roll discern realities on their wisdom.
Nothing. I don't see shit.
No. So one out of four is not terrible, I suppose. Yeah. So Ginger, you notice as you're staring out the window that the scenery doesn't pass by normally. It's like you're one place for a moment, and then it's like you're entirely somewhere else. As though the train is almost flitting through dimensions or warp speeding, or I don't know. It's
Okay.
Like 1 minute it looks like the outside of one continent, and then it looks like the outside of a totally different continent, right? So you notice that's happening as the train is moving. So then all of you are on the train, and it just so happens that for whatever one reason or another, none of the other kids seem to want to sit with any of you, and so you kind of all end up in the seats that are left in and around each other.
I instantly say, "Fuck you, Ginger."
Yep.
Losers get
Dibs on
caught.
Yeah. So the seats are 2 by
Dibs on the
2.
back rack.
But they sort of like face each other with a table in the middle. So who's sitting beside who? Because there's 2 people in one bench and 2 people in another bench.
I'm straight across from Ginger.
All right.
Is there a bag rack?
Yeah, there's a bag rack above.
I would like to climb up into the bag rack and look down. Just lean over.
Yeah, I mean, roll a dex for shimmying up there.
That's 7.
You get up there, but it's not a good fit. Like you're unstable for sure.
Alright, he's just gonna say fine and just literally flop down onto the table.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. And then who's Biz sitting beside it? Biz, have you chose to sit beside the lizard folk or the redheaded step halfling thief?
I'll sit beside Rye.
Okay. So you've chosen to sit beside the lizard folk. Rye, when the lizard man sits beside you, do you have any? Not the lizard man, the human bard who is very rich, and it's obvious that he is, sits beside you.
I just quietly hiss.
Good day.
So is that speech or is that animal noises?
Do what?
Sorry, I interrupted.
Well, I think Dylan's asking because Dylan can probably speak animal to whatever degree.
I can.
Oh, you're like parcel. No, I'm just making a noise. I'm not talking.
Yeah. So
Like, if you were to sigh or huff, that's what I'm doing.
and Ginger, when the rich man sits beside Rye, do you have any commentary?
Nope. I try to see if I can. No commentary.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try to pickpocket him just yet.
Okay. And then so the 3 of you are sitting there, and then the druid the elf druid, the Keebler elf druid, with his narwhal horn, just falls onto your table.
Delicious. Where's the cookies?
That is racist, and then proceeds to pull out a package of cookies. That'll be $5. Wait, what's the currency?
Let's say copper, gold, silver.
That'll be 5 silver.
Do you pay for his cookies?
Oh, me?
Any of you?
Yes, I'll pay for his cookies. Cookies for everyone.
I'm 5 silver richer.
Yeah. Biz, we'll posit that while you don't have an unlimited supply of money, it's seemingly unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So you guys are there on the train, and probably not making a lot of small talk because you don't know each other that well, and Ginger and Rye hate each other. And then and the rest of the train seems pretty like lively and happy for the most part. And then some waiters come out, and they have cookies and hot chocolate. And they start singing a song, and they're like hot chocolate, right? And it's a very like fancy production. Them putting the hot chocolate in front of you and the cookies and whatever. They're dancing and slinging things around and whatever. Do any of you try anything during that commotion?
I'm gonna clap along. I'm just into it.
I need you to roll a dex for like being in time.
That's a 3.
You are as offbeat as can be.
It's like hot, clap, 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 chop.
It's kind of awful.
He's confused, but he got the spirit.
Yeah. In fact, while that's going on and you're clapping terribly, the conductor kind of like walks up and he says, "Shh, no," and he starts putting his hands over your hands and kind of trying to push them down.
I would like to transform.
Yeah, roll for it.
It appears we have a critic.
Sorry, trying to look up wisdom. I want to turn into an octopus.
Okay.
With a 10.
Okay, you're an octopus.
I'm gonna just wrap my tentacles around him and then one tentacle on his lips, just like that.
Yeah. He just sort of stares at you directly into your soul as that's happening, and he says, "I hate my job," and then he withdraws.
I will just flop onto the table again,
Yeah.
and you just hear all the suction cups.
Cool. So while all this fanfare is happening with the hot chocolate and whatever, suddenly there's sort of like a large boom, and the whole like cart and everything starts to kind of like rock violently, and sort of kids are being thrown all over the place, and there's you can kind of hear some faint shouts in the distance. Is there anything you want to do while this is happening?
I look to see if I can rob the rich man.
Like Biz?
Yeah.
Roll.
See if I can't pickpocket something out of his pocket.
Yeah, roll on your dex for that.
The 9.
Okay, so Brad, roll a defy danger on your we'll say wisdom.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Brad, you see him starting to pickpocket you. He is initially unnoticed, but by the time he's like got his hands around whatever he's trying to get, you notice it. What do you do? Brad?
He's joining the Great Santa in the Sky.
Yeah. Brad.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Okay. Yeah, so I just want to slip my hand in my pocket, the pocket that he's in, and just kind of like put a coin in his hand, and like close it and pull my hand back out and wink at him. Just be like, all you had to do was ask.
So, Ginger, what do you do?
I take it and smile,
Okay. All right.
like sheepishly.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that happens. You get, let's say you get, like, we'll say you get a gold piece, right? Because he gave it to you.
All right.
Yeah. And once again, meanwhile, people are like being jostled around, and like I said, there's all kinds of commotion while this is going on. Does Rye, or Oligor do anything?
Oligor is just suctioned to the table, just flopping in all directions as the train shakes.
Okay.
Rye is just getting ready for shit going down because he's from the streets.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so do you whip out a burning brand or anything then, or?
My hand is on fire, but I don't do something with it yet.
Okay. All right. All right. So you all feel your car start to kind of rock back and forth, like it's gonna like rock off the tracks. It's getting so violent, the shaking or whatever. Does anyone by chance look out the window? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, as soon as you look out the window, you sort of see this scene playing out towards the front of the train.
Fuck?
It looks as though a dragon is attacking the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you let the people in your immediate area know that that's happening, or you peek your head back in and
2 seconds? I don't know if I can speak common while I'm an octopus.
probably not. But now no, I guess no one would understand you. Yeah.
I'm going to literally just take 2 tentacles and slap my cheeks and just look at the lizard,
Like
and that is all I do.
Home Alone, or
Yes.
roll
I
a
was
cri-
thinking Blitzo from Hell of a Boss, but yes.
roll a charisma to see how well your pantomime translates.
That's a 9.
Yeah, I mean, so okay, Rai, you can tell that the octopus means like something dangerous, highly dangerous is happening outside for sure.
Okay. Then, yeah, I think I will
Your
do
octopus
something
sense.
with my burning brand. Then I'm gonna create a sword. No, a spear.
All right.
Yep, that's happening.
Yeah. So so how do you make the spear? I mean, is it like Voltron style where you clap your hands together and then form it out of nowhere, or is it full of an alchemist where you pull it out of the ground? I mean, how does it form?
I literally just put my hand out and it extends from the top and bottom of my hand.
Okay.
Kind of like a lightsaber, but both directions.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking like Nami in One Piece, her original staff just kind of pops out of her hand, but so
We
all right. Yeah. It's not anymore. It's so popular. They made the live action, and now it's sort of just like mainstream media at this point. Anyways, yeah. So the lizard folk pops out a fire spear in the midst of the other 3 of you. Does anyone do anything in response to that?
I just I compliment his weapon.
How so?
What a big weapon you have there.
I don't
Magnificent.
think I grew it myself.
Magnificent.
And does Ginger sling any insults based on the Rise weapon?
No.
Cool. All right. You're.
I take it. Well, can I put a poison on it then?
It's fire, so I would say
You're fire? I don't
no.
know.
Yeah.
I got oil. We're gonna throw some oil on it to see if it burns brighter.
Yeah, I'm sure. Roll a dex to so that you don't get burned, I suppose.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
burning.
You're able to like dash a little like oil on it, and it the oil catches on fire, um, as it's on the burning brand. Um,
I feel like he's a cook in the kitchen. Just
But it doesn't do anything though,
uh,
right?
let's you know what let's say that if he were to attack, there would be a bonus to that attack because it's more fiery.
I'll take
So,
it.
Um, but meanwhile, your car starts to tip very far in one direction, so much so that it's really hard to keep your footing. Can I get everyone to roll a defy danger on their dexterity?
is there a version of advantage for being an octopus?
Yeah, I mean, if you well, so you get like special
You get 8
moves. Yeah,
I get
when you're an animal. So if you want to say cling is one of your special moves, then that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay, so
octopus would have cling.
yeah. So you can basically like you can burn a hold in this particular instance to like just cling. Um, all right, cool. So looks like our bard has pretty good footing.
Ginger does.
Looks like Rye is not so well footed with his
Yep.
burning spear. So the train car completely flips over. I mean the whole everything is becoming derailed and it hits the ground and starts sliding. So you guys manage to right yourselves. Rye, you tip over with the cart and hit your head or your throat or your tail or something. You hit something.
max damage 12.
And you will take some amount of damage. Whatever that is. I clicked a thing. Where's the damage?
Click the thing, it says 1.
One. Yeah, you get 1 damage. As it tips over and everything derails. And lots of kids are being thrown around. And actually, in fact, Rye, as you land on the ground, you and your spear, one of the elves from before fall onto your spear, completely impaling them.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Good.
Child death. And
Don't laugh.
yeah, there's lots of screaming and whatever. And then outside, you guys hear amongst the screams and other noise, what sounds to be like lots of footsteps, just a lot of footsteps, but like in sync. It's very loud.
So like Backstreet's back.
Yeah, Backstreet is back. All right. Now you're still in the cart, right? So you can't necessarily see what's going on unless you're going to climb out top of the cart or the other side to look. So the cart's turned over, screaming, gnashing of teeth, things. Your cart, along with the others around you, is starting to catch fire. What is everyone doing?
Rye does nothing. I'm standing in the fire and I'm enjoying it.
Anyone else?
I would like to latch on to someone like a backpack that is trying to flee.
Well, so everyone's in the cart for the moment, and the conductor seems to be nowhere to be found. So you guys are the only ones who have managed to catch yourselves, and everyone else is like injured or being hysterical. So unless any of the others are fleeing, then no one is fleeing. Are any of the other of you fleeing? Trying to flee? Trying to get out of the car?
I'm assuming because I got flung everywhere, I'm outside of it already.
No, I mean you're still in the car. The car turned over with you inside it, and so you got flung on the side of the car.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm standing in the fire. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to start just suction cupping my way out a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ginger and Biz, are you guys just standing there staring at, the destruction?
Yep. I'm mouth open. I've never seen this type of stuff. It's like, yep.
Cool. So as Oligor is climbing out the window opposite of the side you're standing on, obviously, um, there's just wreckage everywhere. And as you look out towards the sound of of what's coming, you see what looks like a battalion of, hundreds, if not thousands, of soldiers coming your way.
How friendly do they look?
Not. So they look like this, but like I said, there's like hundreds, if not thousands, of them.
Yay!
No, that's Chansey. I sell shit to him all the time. Charles is my boy.
And they're all marching in unison toward you.
It's not good. Let's see.
Well, towards
How
your
close are they?
location.
Like real close?
They're probably still a good
Yeah, but you can be towards my location 5 miles away.
right. So they're probably still a good 5 minutes worth of marching away from you.
So a decent ways off. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I use Bardic Lore to see? Would I be close enough to them to see them and use that?
Let's say sure. You know that they're wearing what looks like the crest of Santa Claus, like you've read in books that Santa Claus has a crest and whatever, but it's not quite this. It's not quite the same, right? There are some differences, so it's like a copyright infringed version of Santa's crest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Krampus.
So can I infer that they're hostile?
Yes,
Okay.
they you can tell they do look hostile for sure. I mean, they're bearing arms and they're marching towards the train, and the dragons are not attacking them.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely like to get out of here.
Yeah. Do you guys try and help any of the other children, or do you just screw those guys?
Screw those guys. As long as Biz, the guy who gave me the nice stuff, is there, we're good.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm just on the outside of the train.
Yeah. I mean, I assume at this point, if you guys are looking at this thing, then you've climbed out of the train at this point.
Okay.
So yeah, you're all sitting there outside the train. These things are coming in. Are you looking to run away? Is that what we're talking about here?
I think
I'm gonna
so.
Zuko style one.
I mean, there's still, like I said, a 5-minute walk is still like a decent distance, anyways.
Okay, then I'm still enjoying the fire.
Okay. So as you guys are standing there, just watching the soldiers come, in a totally not
I'm a harmless octopus. Who would ever suspect me?
right. Suddenly, a ball of flame just sort of shoots out of the sky and lands beside you, or in your general area, and
Just a giant ball of fire.
well, it lands, and as soon as the steam from the snow where it lands clears, you see this image.
What the fuck, man?
And he says,
Terminator Santa?
"Hello, I am the Kringle 10,000. Come with me if you want to live."
Come with me if you want to live, huh?
I wish to
Okay,
live.
but about presents.
He says, "We must hurry." He says, "You're all in danger." He says, "The battalion of nutcrackers are here for you. One of you is the savior of Christmas. I know not which, but we must hurry before you are eradicated. The future of Christmas depends on it."
Okay.
Do you?
I'm just gonna latch on to Robo Santa.
Yeah, sure.
Suction cups, let's go.
Do the rest of you feel inclined to follow Robo Santa?
Yes, we'll follow
Uh,
Robo Santa.
Yes, 100%. I think he's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I even say, "Are you my dad?"
He says, "I am not your daddy. Your daddy is John Kimball." So anyways, yeah, so he just starts sort of like hurting you and running, right? He's like, "We must hurry and run this way," and he starts running away from where the soldiers are, and I assume you guys run after him. And you guys start running through like the snowy
I
tundra.
go, "Dad, wait up!"
He says, "I'm not your father," and you start running through the snowy tundra. He says, "You must hurry." He says, "They draw nearer," and he says, "I know a place where we will be safe." And so you keep running for like a while, and he leads you, I said, into like this like a snowy tundra. This is the landscape here that you're in, and you're running. And you're running, and then suddenly he like throws out an arm, and he says, "Wait," and do you guys stop when he motions to stop?
Yes.
When Robo
I'm
Santa
currently latched onto him, so I have no choice.
when Robo Santa tells
I'm
you to stop,
also I'm trying to hold his hand.
yeah, he keeps like pulling it away. He's like, "There's something in the distance," he says. "Quick, everyone, behind these rocks," and he motions to where some rocks are. And do you all comply?
Yes.
I
do.
kind of comply, but like my tail's sticking out and my spear is taller than the rock, so I'm just, it's sticking out so you can see it. It's sword. It's just like a really bright fire spear.
See you. Actually, let me get you all to roll a discern realities real quick.
Oh, good one.
On wisdom,
Yeah.
9.
6.
Oh shit!
All right. Yeah. So the 7 and the 9. So Ginger, you won't see crap. But that's okay because people are going to see some stuff, right? So you guys, after a few minutes, can see walking across the snowy plain as snow is falling all around.
Alexa, basement light on.
You see what looks like the conductor walking through the snow, eyes red aglow. And do you say anything? Like to Robo
Blub.
Santa. To Robo Santa.
Blub, and then flop a tentacle in that direction.
Roll charisma.
4.
Yeah, no, Robo Santa has no clue what you're saying.
Just flailing a tentacle in that direction.
He like kind of pats your arm down and says, "Stop it! Stop it!" He says, that man, do you know him?"
Is he asking me?
He's just asking the group.
It's the conductor.
He says, from the train."
Yeah, from the train. Did I do good, Dad?
He says, "Stop it! I am not your father." He says, "That man is no conductor." He says, "That man is..."
While he's talking, I'm going to use handcrafted to craft some metal that I found from the wreckage and start putting parts on me so I start looking more like a cyborg.
Roll something. I don't know.
I don't have to
Just
roll
like
for
you,
that.
Dad.
I don't have to. It says handcrafted. It says you may use your hands in place of tools to craft things out of metal and fire with your hands. There's no roll. I can just do it.
Those are like a roll for like how good it was.
Okay. What do you want me to roll on that?
Oh, Dex.
Oh yeah.
That looks pretty good.
I
How
look
was your
exactly
arts and
like a
crafts
fucking
project?
cyborg.
So he's like that man is the leader of the resistance from an alternate timeline. He's
Wow,
do,
this is so
Dad?
deep.
What should we do?
he says he is the one I believe who's orchestrated this attack on you. He says they're trying
Get down.
they're trying to destroy Christmas.
Fuck Christmas. Let it die.
Yes, I have been sent here by my creator, Supreme Claus.
Is that my grandfather? He's Supreme Claus.
No, Supreme Claus is my creator. He has made me to save Christmas here in the past. He said,
Wait, he said he was the Crinkle 3000.
sure. I don't know what I said. I think it was 10,000, but sure. Yeah.
So
Oh.
does that mean that's the Crinkle 100 or 1000?
Yeah.
No.
Supreme
The
Claus.
C100
Yeah.
instead of the
Yeah.
T100.
Well, do you ask if he's a robot?
I can't. I refuse to turn back. I just blub.
How well do octopi
Just
do
octopus noises.
in like freezing cold? Like, can you roll on your Constitution for me?
Oh, god awful.
I need a Constitution
Sure,
roll.
As
don't
for
know about
on
that.
land, they can do well on land. In freezing temperatures, apparently quite well. That's an 11.
Okay, all right. I mean, like water freezes,
choose
and like
to
you're
fight God.
very squishy, watery, whatever. So yeah, okay, you're okay.
It says Antarctic octopuses have blue blood that helps it survive in completely freezing water. So apparently they're okay in very, very cold environments.
Okay.
Hooray!
I did not know
and
that.
I'm a frozen
Thanks,
North
Google.
octopus.
So he says, "Quick, we must duck into this cave over here," and he points to a cave in the distance. And
I tried to hold his hand again.
roll a dex for holding his hand. Yeah, you hold on to it for like a little bit before he notices. So he hurries you all along into the cave, and
I've made one of my eyes glow red too now.
yeah, and you get into the cave system. And you notice some like unsettling looking structures inside said cave.
Oh, those don't make me feel okay. I don't like that. Visually, I
yeah,
hate that.
yeah. So you're sort of walking by and you see these like structures like this, and the Kringle 10,000 is kind of like looking around and he says, "Hold on, I will scan for life forms," and so he stops and then like sort of like a laser sweep.
I start imitating that 100%.
A laser sweep starts like sweeping the cave. While he's doing the cave sweep, what's Ginger and Biz doing?
Who was that, Mike? You cut out a little bit.
Ginger and Biz.
I'm admiring the structures here.
And Ginger?
Ginger's died.
Yeah. Derek?
Ginger has Ginger's gonna hide and try to see if he can't disappear out of people's sight.
Okay.
Is that a dex?
Yeah.
Okay. Ginger's not the bravest.
All right. Yeah. So you find a rock system to sort of like cower behind.
I really need to change my name because I'm not responding to Ginger.
Yeah. Should I call you Chris?
No, Ginger's. I'll get it.
Yeah. All right. So
By the end of the one shot,
so
Yeah, by the end.
so Biz, give me a roll on your wisdom. Yeah, so you actually know something about these little formations in here. They belong to ice spiders. They're the sacs that the babies hatch from.
Ooh. Yep, it's like I thought. Ice spiders.
Um, so about that time, the Crinkle 10,000 says, "Oh no, look out!" And everyone roll Defy Danger on their decks for me, please. Well, except for Ginger, who's hiding.
Oh yeah.
3.
Yay!
I am latched onto him, and I believe in his power. He'll protect.
So as
So
soon
I
as
am debating on just turning into an ice spider. Surprise! I'm one of you.
yeah, so
Let's kill these kids.
Oh, you are beautiful.
So from the ceiling, 4 of these ice spiders drop down into your midst. All of them not getting you, at least initially, as they descend upon the group. So immediately the Kringle 10,000 pulls out a weapon and starts shooting at, we'll say this one over here, and so he starts sort of engaging it in some level of combat. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna try to go backstab with my gingerbread cookies. The one on the far right, the bottom far right.
The one that he's attacking?
No, yeah, it's distracted. Hopefully, I can get advantage.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
would that include?
you can take +1 to your roll.
Oh my god, my computer. There we go. Woo!
Yeah, okay. You will get your backstab.
Is that any extra damage or just I
Doesn't
get to pick something? Okay, you get
yeah.
it. We'll create it where everyone has a +1 on it.
Okay.
That one, they have a +1.
And that was the 4 damage.
The bottom right.
Yeah.
Bottom right.
Yep. All right, cool. And then also, Oligor, you're on the Kringle 10,000 as he's attacking this thing. Are you doing anything?
I would like to try to steady his aim like a targeting octopus.
Okay, roll, I guess, dexterity for that.
What a great image.
4. I tried to adjust his arm, and I guess I overadjusted.
Yeah. He shoots. You pull his arm up, and he ends up shooting some of the cave, and rubble starts falling. Everyone roll Defy Danger on your decks for me, please.
Sweet.
3.
Hey,
Wow. Yeah. So
that's
only.
not normal.
So only Oligor as an octopus gets hit. So a large rock falls and hits you, knocking you off of his arm, stab. And then you also will take 10 whole damage. Jesus. As the
Oh, dear
rock
God.
as the rock brains you.
You just hear like a splat noise.
Yeah.
Like instant dead.
He has 8 more brains though. Being an octopus.
Yeah. And yeah, you fall to the
Point.
floor amongst the rubble, the spiders continue to sort of close in as that's happening. What is Ginger doing?
I would like to say I am currently dead. I had 9 hit points.
How?
Let me double check. Constitution was +2. Druid is only like 6. 6 plus Constitution.
What was your constitution?
No, that would make your Constitution 16
Oh,
if you had a
8.
+2.
Oh. Oh, plus the main stat. I'm used to D&D where
Yeah.
you just get the bloody modifier.
Yeah.
Never mind. I live.
Yeah. Okay. Derek, what's Ginger doing?
Ginger is going to go back and try to stab that one again.
Okay, so you're gonna go do that. So you run back over to that same one. So while
Yep.
you're running over there, then Rye, what are you up to?
Do I get a boon towards these fucks because I'm fire?
Sure.
Oh, cool. I'm going to Zuko style a fireball off of my spear and hit one of these bastards in the
Okay.
face.
Which one?
This one.
All right.
This bitch was- this bitch. Yeah, that tracks. I've got 4 holds. Hold on. Because I took damage and it was a negative and I rolled and I got a 4. So I'm going to go down to 3 holds to make that a 7.
Okay.
So it does work.
All right. So go ahead and roll like a 2d8 damage on it.
That totally tracks.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you definitely do some damage with your Zuko style fire, and that was this bottom left, right?
Yep.
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 As soon as you like hit it with the fire, this other one over here shoots this icy web that seems to like cool off the part of your body that it touches around your arm, and it drags you to the ground and then starts reeling it in towards itself. And so you're being drawn in by this, let's say the top left one here.
Yeah, ass webs.
Yep.
Cool.
Biz Barkey, what are you doing?
I'm going to heal our little 8-legged friend.
All right.
Yay.
Use arcane arts to heal 1d8.
I like the music.
Yeah, me too.
So I rolled the heal and then I roll charisma. Roll plus.
Well, you're yeah.
Okay. So I'll roll. Oh, it's not much.
What did you roll your? Because you're casting arcane arts, right? So you have to roll to cast, right?
Okay, so I roll 2d6 to cast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you so you're trying to cast stuff, but it's just not working. While you're casting, you're not paying that great of attention. And then this one spider wraps itself around you, tackling you to the ground, sinking its fangs into the side of your neck, and you take 8 damage as it sort of starts digging into you.
Ouch.
Yep.
It's embarrassing.
Ginger, roll for your backstep on this other one.
I normally don't have trouble performing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, cool.
8, and we're gonna do an extra d6 of damage on this one. This
Yeah.
time.
Nice. Yeah, so you'll kill it. Describe that scene to me.
So we're gonna come up and we're going to pierce it, and we're gonna come up from behind it and just stick it right in where this abdomen text goes to its head part, and just cut it in two.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're killing that spider, and you took the extra d6, opening yourself up to attack. You were not paying attention to what the Crinkle 10,000 was doing, he finally. So the rest of you hear sort of like the ding that a microwave makes coming out of his gun arm, and then suddenly just like a hot beam of red light comes out of his arm weapon as he like starts to vaporize the spiders But Ginger, you get caught up in a little bit of that. It just sort of nicks you because you were in the middle of killing a spider while he was also trying to kill a spider. So it's just a nick. So you should take 3 damage from his laser beam. And before he gets too far into you, he says, "Wow, sorry, I didn't realize you were going to attack that one. Are you okay?" Talking to Ginger.
I just look up at him in awe, and I'm totally intimidated by him. And I just
Yeah.
nod and kind of back away.
Yeah, and then all the other spiders, they're dead. They're gone. So
I go up to hold his hand and say, "Good one, Dave."
he says, "I'm not your father."
But you could be.
I'm just like you.
And so he says, "We must move from this place. It is dangerous here." And so he, kind of keeps leading you guys on. So he leads you like into a forest, and it's getting sort of like late at night. And so he sort of like, as he's walking, he starts to sort of explain some of what's going on. He says, "When I was sent here by my creator, Santa Prime, I arrived on my magic time-traveling reindeer. I've got him stored in a hut past this forest to recharge." He says, "If I can get you to safety, I can stash you away outside of time and space until the time is right for you to save Christmas." He says, "But,"
Okay.
he says, "but there is one adversary that I am most afraid of. It is the Kringle I-9. It is the most dangerous Santa-created weapon. Santa created it to replace me, but its AI went sentient. Something about a chatty GPT. I'm not sure." he says, "It took on a life force of its own, and now it seeks to destroy Christmas." He says, "In my future, the world is nothing but a barren wasteland of coal. And not the kind of coal that you can use. It only fits in stockings, and you can't burn it. Some sort of anti-coal."
People.
Yeah, and he starts ranting and raving about anti-coal. So he leads you on for a while, and do I have the forest? I don't. He gets you in. The forest is like pitch black dark, and all you can see is sort of the stars, kind of through like the thick coverage above. He says, "There is one thing in these woods that is dangerous. I hope we do not run afoul of it. Something about some creature that has cramps. I'm not sure. Santa told me about it, but my database is fuzzy." Let's Biz.
Yes.
Or somebody knew about the Krampus. Who was it? Was it Biz?
It was
No.
Oligar.
Oligar. Yeah. So what has your brother told you about the Krampus? What do you know? According to your brother.
That if you don't believe in Santa, he comes into your room and beats you with a steel chair.
Okay. All right. Cool. So as you're walking through the forest, Chris Ginger, roll a discern realities for me.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Boom. Nada.
Cool. Yeah. So you guys are walking. I feel like Chris Ginger's maybe lagging behind just a little bit, and then suddenly, Chris Ginger, you feel a what feels like you've been hit by like a slab of thin metal across the back, knocking you to the ground. And come on, where's my thing? Give me here.
Oh my.
There we go. You take 6 damage as it knocks you to the ground.
Okay.
Yep. And as all of you turn around, hearing the noise and commotion behind you, you're greeted with this sort of unholy image. Come on. Loading.
So I don't see anything.
Yeah. My roll 20 is being done. I just want to throw the image up.
So what does this unholy image look like?
So it looks like if I were to tell you what a were reindeer
I see it.
was,
A
that's
weird deer.
yeah, a were deer. Yeah,
Wendigo reindeer.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wendigo. Yeah.
So
Creepy.
and let me do this. So as soon as the Kringle 10,000 turns around, this thing rears its horns and knocks him against a tree. He hits the tree breaks, and he falls to the ground. And then you guys hear, and you wouldn't know that this was the sound because maybe you don't have that technology, but you hear the Windows log off noise, that ba-na-na-na. And this thing like rises up with like steam snarling forth from its nostrils and its eyes glowing red. What do you want to do?
Wow. I'm gonna instantly throw a fireball in its face.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, sweet.
All right.
That tracks.
Yep. Yeah. So you a little bit of fire hits it, and it kind of just looks at the little singed part of its hair down where you hit it, and then it like backhands you with its like massive paw, and you're gonna take some damage. 1 damage. As
I
it sort
instantly die.
of from 1 damage.
No, I'm just fucking.
As it
Oh, I get
backhands.
another 3 holds though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What is Biz doing?
I'm going to attempt to heal. Yeah, I'll try to heal the octopus again. Let's see here. Ooh. That doesn't work.
No. Yeah. While you're trying to heal, the Were-Deer Wendigo Krampus thing grabs you in its jowls and picks you up and starts shaking you like a dog shakes a toy.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And you will take 6 damage as it's violently shaking you in its mouth. What is Oligar doing?
Oligar. So I'm going to try to sneak over to this thin metal chair that it has dropped to shake our bard.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to wield the chair as an octopus and just sneak attack.
Okay. You can take a +1 to your roll because he is, shaking the bard. And the chair, we'll say, gives you an extra D4 of damage.
Okay, so that is 10. And what is the damage of an octopus?
We'll just say it's your standard damage.
Times 8.
Now to dig. I have this big sack of dice and did not prepare a D4.
Yeah.
I was like, all I need is D6. This is Dungeon World. I thought wrong. There we go. Let's just do a D4 twice. That's 1 and 4. 5 damage from the steel chair.
Yeah. So where do you hit it? Like kneecap or
What's that?
where do you hit it? Like, what part of his body?
I just hit it in the ankle.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah. It's sort of like picks his leg up real quick and shakes it from the like it's been like like a duck pecks your leg or something. What is Ginger doing while all this is happening?
Ginger is going to coat one of his daggers with earwax and throw it at him
Why the earwax?
because that's his poison.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
Yeah. It'd be a dex roll.
Dex roll.
Yeah. All right. Then roll some
damage.
Which poison are you using?
We're using the one where everyone gets to roll twice and takes the better roll.
Okay.
Anyone dealing damage for
Okay.
just damage.
Yeah.
So let me roll twice for my damage.
All right.
5. So
Cool.
you get to roll twice to deal the better damage.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so you do the 5 damage. All right. So Biz, well, actually, let's go to Rye because Rye's next. Yeah, Rye. You get up from being backhanded and only taking just a little damage from it. What are you doing?
I'm gonna.
Is anyone going to check on the Kringle 10,000? Just to.
I'm too busy having the steel chair now.
I'm gonna Zuko style this bitch again.
All right.
I'm gonna burn 3 of my olds to make that a pass.
Yeah. All right.
Stupid. And yep, that bad.
Yeah. I mean, you singe a little more of its fur
Cool.
as you Zuko style it, and then it like slings.
Oh wait, don't I get to roll my damage twice?
Yes.
That also tracks.
Oh, that's bad. So he slings Biz directly at you, and Biz sort of hits you, and you take
Cool.
3 damage as you and Biz clamber to the ground. Biz, you've just been thrown or slung at Rye, and you've both fallen on the ground. You get up. What do you do?
I shit my pants because I'm a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah, I mean you are.
I guess I would try to not catch his eye, like, 'cause I'm not doing too well.
Yeah.
I guess I would just try to hide.
Okay. And don't forget, like the Kringle 10,000's like been like knocked over, and through a tree, and he's over there. I mean, he's.
I'm near him.
I mean, he's probably within like a dashing distance.
Okay, in my panic, I look around and see him and run over there.
Yeah, roll a dex for how quickly you're going to get there, whether it's like now or in a turn.
I wasn't running away.
Yeah, yeah. So you run over to him, and you won't have the time to do anything, but you'll get to him sort of like now. And as you arrive there where he's at, then what is Olgar? Yeah, sorry. What's Olgar doing?
Oligar would like to turn back into his natural Keebler form.
Okay. All right,
So
you do
I'm
that.
gonna burn the last bit of that, and then I'm just gonna yell, "I have the chair now!" and then bap him again.
All right. Yeah, roll for an attack. No advantage at this point because he's fully like, unoccupied.
Okay. Any additional chair damage?
Yeah, you still like a +4 damage for the chair.
And
Alright,
remember,
so
you guys
that's
get a
5
reroll.
for the initial, and 4 for the second. So we're taking 5 more bapping damage.
Remember, you get to re-roll your damages against
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, the second time was 4.
What did you roll your attack? Like, what was your attack roll?
10.
Okay.
9 plus my deck.
Gotcha. Okay. And what was your total damage?
It was 5 total on a d6 and a d4.
Okay. And where were you hitting him?
I'm going for the other ankle. We're going to try to make him fall
Okay.
from
Yeah,
the left to the right.
Yeah, I mean, he sort of like pulls his ankle up and then stomps it back down and shakes it, and he starts swatting at you, but he's not managing to hit you. You're managing to dodge it, and in the meantime, what is Ginger doing?
We're going to see if we can't. We're going to throw another dagger at him this time.
Okay.
We're just staying away. And we're going to cut it. We're going to stick it down our pants and rub it in our butthole and throw it at him. Or other poison. Yeah, 11.
All right, what poison is that?
This one is going to be. Everyone deals. The target deals minus d4 damage until he's cured.
Okay.
Because it's poop. It stinks.
Yeah. Okay.
So I did 6.
Yeah. Okay. And then did you re-roll your damage to see if you get better damage or no?
I'm not going to get better than 6, Michael.
You might. You can get an 8.
Oh, I was wrong.
See?
There are Christmas miracles.
Yeah. So the dagger hits him and hits him in the snout. So yeah, the smell is just awful for him. Rai, what are you trying to accomplish now?
Same thing because I fucking hate him. I'm gonna Zuko him. One of these days it's gonna work. Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
7.
Yeah. So I mean, you burn a nice little bald patch in part of his fur. Where are you aiming?
For a snout.
Okay. Yeah. And the feces on the dagger also ignites too. So do another d4 of damage.
Sweet.
2. Cool. So he starts thrashing about pretty wildly, and his horns catch you a little bit as he's like shaking his head at you in your direction, but not for that. And then there's like a minus d4 damage, right, on that.
Oh, so it's nothing?
Well, it's a d4 damage,
Minus
so
D4.
so minus 3, so it's only 1 damage.
Yeah. Stunk his face up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It's
so-
only 1 damage.
So we lost Dylan. Biz, you're over at the Crinkle 10,000. What are you trying to accomplish?
I guess I'm trying to examine him. Maybe see what kind of condition he's in.
Roll a wisdom for me.
Eesh. Oh.
Yeah. So you seemingly can't find anything helpful at this moment. So that's that. Meanwhile, the Keebler elf stumbles and falls as he's like wielding the chair and lands like face first in the mud and gets kind of stuck in it. What's Ginger doing? That's you, Derek.
Ginger is going to still keep throwing daggers at the beast.
All
He's
right.
just scared. Because we're not going anywhere near the thing. So we're going to stick this one in our toenail and get some toe wax. And we got an 11. So. No, never mind. There's no poison on this one. We just hit him. Because it doesn't. I don't have anything else that does anything. So 5 damage.
Okay. All right. And what part of the body were you aiming for?
Ran for his crotch.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You land a dagger in his crotch, and he howls. So Oligor, you tripped and fell in the mud. You got stuck for a minute. And so now you stand back up. What are you trying to do?
Do I still have the chair?
Yeah, you still have the chair.
All right. I would like to put the chair down, stand in the chair, and transform into a bear on top of the chair.
Okay.
I'm going for his face. Plus wisdom, 11 to transform.
Okay.
And then I'd like to attack him with my bare hands.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for an attack.
Wisdom, dex, or strength.
Let's do strength, and as a bear, we'll say you have 2 strength.
All right, that's going to be a 9.
Okay. And then in bear form, you can do a D10 of damage.
Ooh, D10. And do we still have rerolls on damage?
Yeah.
That's 6 or 9. I'll take the 9.
Cool. You will kill the Krampus Wendigo. How do you do it? With your bare hands.
I just go straight for the face and start mauling him and yelling in bear, I'm not scared of you. You can't scare me anymore. All they hear is just rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Bear's just growling and tearing out this robot's throat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess no one speaks bear. So yeah, you just it's like the Revenant, but like, he's Leonardo DiCaprio and you're the bear. So you maul him and he dies. And then so the Wendigo dies and you guys are all there. You look back and you see Biz looking over the Kringle 10,000. What do y'all want to do?
I'm gonna go hold his hand.
Can we help it?
You roll some wisdom. See, maybe you discover something.
No, I'm gonna hold his hand.
Seven, Michael.
Okay. Anyone else?
Of wisdom.
I'm currently still bear.
I'll burn 4 holds to make that a 10.
Okay. Ginger's searching it over, and he sort of eliminates a number of spots where there definitely is nothing. And then Rai, you come in, and you look behind his ear, and you see a button that says reset.
I push it.
Yeah. So you hear some whirring noises, and then you hear that noise in Ghostbusters when they turn the proton packs on.
Yep.
You hear that noise. The and then you see his eyes blink independently in different patterns, and then suddenly he just sits up erect and he says, "Whoa!" He says, "What? Where's the danger? Are you all safe?"
I saved you, Dad.
He says, "I am not your father."
I'm going to walk over in elf form carrying the chair.
I walk up and nudge him and say, he killed your father, pointing to the bear. Prepare to die.
He says, "I am not Inigo Montoya."
But you could be.
He says, "And you are not a 6-fingered man." He says, "Quick, we must make haste to the shack." And so he starts leading you to said shack. Shack map. So you roll up on this sort of unassuming log cabin shack. He says, finally we will be safe." And he walks up, and I assume you guys are all still with him, for any reason to run away. And then as soon as he opens the door, there's a figure inside the cabin. It will take 10 years to load in. Maybe. So you see this image inside the cabin, and and as soon as he sees it, he's like, "Oh no!" He says, "Get back, get back!" And about that time, the whole front of the cabin like explodes, and you all get knocked back into the snow. And this figure comes walking out, and he says, "Oh no, it's the I-9. It's come to kill us." And the female-looking robot walks up and says, "Come now, I will make it swift and painless. You children don't have to suffer." He says, "It is for the good of all that you die." And then, do y'all say or do anything as you're kind of like trying to stand back up and she's saying this?
I
Proceeds
hold my
to
dad
raise
back.
chair and scream.
I said, even my stepwork parents don't want to kill children. What kind of evil bitch are you?
Yep. Well, Rye or Biz?
I'm 13 years old and a boy, and I see this. What do you think?
I'm
thinking?
just a boy.
I hold my dad's hand and ask him why he's yelling at Mom.
He says, "That is not your mother. I am not your father. That is the I-9, and it's come to kill you." And about that time, you hear the Transformers transforming noise, and her body starts just jointing and like manipulating and changing.
She's transgender.
She's Transformer, sir. And you're, and then yeah, and then she turns into this sort of like it's uploading eventually. This sort of Rudolph mech-looking mutant.
What the fuck?
Nice.
I'm fairly
And my
certain Santa
boner
Claus
is
is trying to get us
gone.
killed.
Yeah, so she transforms into this, and then everyone roll Defy Danger because she starts firing lasers and missiles.
Boo.
On your
3.
11.
Yep, I'll take that.
6.
Uh-oh.
All right, cool.
Boy.
So for the 6, well, so for Ginger, you take nothing at 11, right? Yeah, and then wow, very fortunate. So Biz, you only take 1 damage, and then Rye, you don't take anything because half of 1 is we're calling it nothing. So apparently she has really terrible aim, and so she's like laying waste to the landscape, and you guys are mostly unscathed. Actually, let me roll for our good old boy here. 10. Yeah. Yeah. He manages to deflect the beams coming in his direction. Also, the Kringle 10,000, T10,000. What are you trying to do?
You said Biz, right?
Well, any of you.
All right, we're going to try to go stealth and sneak up from behind it. So I need to roll a dex roll to go stealth. So I'm stealth.
Yep.
So we kind of like blend into the snow and put some like snow on my red colored hair to make me dissipate.
Okay. All right. So you fade into the snowbank.
Yes.
Then Rye, what are you doing?
I'm going to Zuko style and see where we go from there.
Right.
Yeah, that totally fucking sucked.
Yeah. So while you're Zuko styling, you have to stop moving around a little bit, or move around less, and you take a blast from the rail cannon, which does 10 damage.
Good.
What's Biz doing?
I'm being very cowardly. I'm going to try and hide behind the Mecha Santa.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess just roll. I don't know. Roll charisma for like, him allowing you to do that. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. He feels like it's pretty harmless, and that maybe that is the base plus for you. And then what is Oligar doing?
Oligar is going to speak in reindeer. So all the rest of you hear is grunts, and I'm going to yell, "Stand down or be destroyed." I'm going to raise the chair.
Okay. I mean, you can attack with a chair.
Fair. But I want to intimidate.
Okay. Roll, I guess, charisma.
Does she understand reindeer?
I'm gonna say she's multilingual, so I mean, it probably wouldn't matter what
Alright.
what you yelled it in.
A 6 to intimidate.
Yeah, she just shoots you with a missile for sure. And,
Worth it.
And you take 19 damage.
Whoa.
Now I'm down.
Yeah, I almost died for that last one. Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, you take 19 damage as a rocket just explodes on your entire body, and your seemingly lifeless body hits the ground, so then the Kringle 10,000 pulls out like both arms. They both transform into guns, and then like he opens his mouth and a gun comes out of it, and he goes to fire his weapon, which I need to roll twice for because I need 2d6. 12. Yeah. So he fires his weapon at her, and he does 10 damage. Oh, look at him! Look at him go. And it knocks her back a few steps. And she says, "Kringle 10,000, dear. There's no sense in resisting. You know we'll win. The future is already set." And while she's doing that, Ginger, what's up?
So I'm going to tell her your mom is already set.
Yeah.
And we're going to put out. We're going to try to backstab her.
Okay. So you're already invisible completely. So just go ahead and like deal damage.
Okay. Now, can I have quit poison on my dagger while I did that?
Sure.
I rubbed it in between my butt cheeks again. So we're doing the double. You get a reroll damage on her.
Okay.
Ha! Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean,
everyone gets a reroll damage.
you do very minimal.
So-
You put a scratch.
I get a backstabber, right? So everyone gets from here on a +1 advantage when acting on it.
Nice.
So that's my backstab advantage,
Okay.
right? You get a backstab advantage and a poison.
I think
Poison
backstab is
reroll
just your advantage for backstabbing. I think.
when you surprise somebody. Oh,
Yeah, it's
you
just for you.
Yeah.
The other one's for all
Just
of us.
for me.
Yeah.
Just
get, okay. Then I'll get a +1 against it.
So anyways, you kind of scratch some of the paint off with your attack. So Rye, what are you up to? Where did
I'm
music go
drinking a
in?
health potion. How much do health potions give you back?
10 HP.
Good, because I'm doing that.
Okay. All right. And then Biz, what are you doing? You're still hiding behind the Kringle 10,000?
Yeah. Oh, like, do I have health potions?
Yeah, I mean, you have adventuring gear, so let's say you had like up to 2 health potions.
Okay, and are you still pretty low, Rye?
No, I'm actually really good. Thanks.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll just drink a health potion as well.
All right. I need a saving throw basically from Oligar. So that's flat 2d6.
All right. Last breath. Let's go. Well, I lost 1 dice. That's
Yeah,
a 2. My blue dice have betrayed me. I got a 2.
Total.
Yes.
Wow.
1 + 1.
Okay, cool.
You're hella dead.
So you're visited.
I explode.
You're visited in your dreams or in your death essentially, and you're sort of in a cloud of like black smoke, and out from the smoke steps a figure wearing sort of like Santa garb. It gets closer and closer, and you can't quite make out, but you think it's Santa Claus. And he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "You did well, my son. Alas, you are not the one who saves Christmas, and I cannot do anything to save you from this point. But know that your sacrifice is not in vain."
I'm going to turn into an octopus and hug him in my final moments.
Right. Yeah, and so you all just see Oligar's, if you're paying attention, Oligar's lifeless body sort of morph like slowly into an octopus that is also dead, and lifeless there on the snowy tundra. Ginger, no, sorry, yeah, Ginger. Back to Ginger. What are you doing?
We're going to stab it again.
All right.
Right into the. We're going to try to go right into the upper butthole. 2 daggers. We got it. 8 damage.
Cool. Yeah. You managed to like rip a nice little like puncture into its back end as you stabbing it, and that amount of damage does cause it to sort of like notice that something is back there, and it sort of like leaps into the air and starts flying. It jumps up and starts hovering in the air using propulsion jets. Rye, what are you doing?
I don't like this thing. It freaks me out. I'm going to Zuko style it again. Oh, fuck yes.
All right.
And I get to roll for twice the time, right? For damage?
Yeah.
If that tracks. Fuck you, you damn woman.
Yeah. I mean, you.
I'm going to do it again and see what happens. I just rolled 3 times at once. Something's fucking wrong with the damn... This is not random. Oh, okay.
I
so
transferred my luck.
Get it higher than 1.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you also just like sort of melt off a little bit of paint with your fire. And Biz, the Kringle 10,000, when this thing leaps into the air, takes off in a sprint off to his left, looking like he's trying to get to a better vantage point, leaving you completely exposed. What do you want to do?
So it's sleeping, so I can't attack. I can't attack her when she's in the air.
Unless you find something to throw at her, I guess.
Just throw my mandolin at her.
All right, yeah, roll a dice.
You bitch! You killed the octopus. You said roll on dex.
Yep. Okay. Let me ask this question. Was that mandolin a Christmas gift by any chance?
It was
Yeah. Cool.
from my father.
Yeah. Roll a d20 of damage.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah. So you throw your
You can roll twice to see which is higher.
yeah, you can roll again. Yeah.
Yeah, roll another d20. Damn.
Yep.
9/11.
It's 11.
So
I think that means the robot's dead. We win.
when you throw the mandolin and it hits her, it sort of explodes in some sort of magical burst and knocks one of her legs off. You hear her sort of like cry out. She goes, "No!" She says, "The spirit of Christmas, I see. You've discovered my weakness." Then she unleashes a bevy of lasers and missiles yet again. Everyone roll on Dex for a defy danger.
The one thing the lizard can't do, Christmas presents.
Yes.
Ginger's rolling good tonight.
Cool. So let's see. 11, and it'll be half that. So, Ginger, you take 5 damage as you just like get nicked by some of the laser beams. Then the and then I need to have old Kringle. Good for him. He dodges as well. Then Kringle gears up for another attack as he's running. He's trying to like fire another shot off, and 2d6, 8. So he managed to shoot another volley of arsenal at her, and he does 11 damage as he shoots it. But he was not paying attention and trips on the dead, lifeless octopus corpse of Oligar and falls. When he does, he throws his hands out to catch, but his hands are still guns. And he breaks one of his guns as he falls to the ground, damaging it. And he takes some amount of damage. So 8 damage. Then what is Ginger doing?
We're going to try to hamstring it in the left hamstring.
Okay, and it's flying in the air. So
we'll throw a dagger at it then.
yeah, and it's missing.
We'll take one of our daggers.
And it's missing a leg. So for
try to keep hurting that wound. And we're going to go for the open wound.
For reference, she's missing this leg.
We're going for her left leg. Yep.
Nice.
5 damage. And we're applying no poison, don't worry about it. We hit it for 5 more damage.
Alright, cool. Alright. And you rolled a 10 on that. Yep. And so she turns to face you and starts shooting sort of like machine gun turret like bullets at you, missing.
Alexa, basement light on.
And while she's doing that, what is Rai doing?
I'm gonna Zuko style and fail miserably trying to kill this thing. Nope, gonna hit it. Yeah, I don't even need to roll twice.
Yeah, nice. Roll twice anyways. I just want to see. Okay. So yeah, the fireball enters the hole that Ginger had stabbed in the back, and causes some internal combustion, causing her to fall to the ground.
Womp rats back at home.
Yeah, causing her to fall to the ground. So she falls and hits the ground, and because she only has the one leg, falls over on her side, and then she sort of just starts like wildly firing everywhere. Everyone will roll again a defy danger on their decks.
Fuck yes. Oh, hell yes.
Nice.
9.
Okay.
11.
And so another 5 damage for Ginger as he again is grazed by some of the fire. and then the T9000 looks at the devastation that's going on, and he says, "Quick, everybody, clear the area. I will take care of this." And he starts running towards the wildly firing, Mecha Rudolph thing. Does anyone try and stop
Okay.
him?
No, I run.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't stop.
Father.
As I scream, "Daddy!"
Ginger, do you try and stop him, or are you running away too?
We're running away too.
Cool. So he runs, and you can see an area in his back opens up, and you can see like this, looks like a power core, just like pulsating as he runs. It's like sort of like a
Pacific Rim.
slow motion run as he runs up to it and leaps, and then you just see this massive explosion. And it's like it's blinding light, and the forceman knocks you all back. And Oligar's body is incinerated for sure. Then when it's all said and done, there's just like a pile of like metallic rubble and whatever laying there in the wake of the robot. Poor T9000 is also dead. So do you guys do anything by way of surveying the area or anything like that?
I go find a piece of metal and craft it into a crown and put it on my head.
All right. So about this time, it's becoming morning and the sun is starting to rise, and then y'all hear a noise up on the hill, and you see cresting it, this image here. Eventually, one day, if Roll20 allows. So you see this cresting the hill, and it looks at you,
Mechanized reindeer.
looks at the wreckage, and you see a drip of oil leak down from its eye, and then it freely just starts talking in common, saying, "Hello, children. I am a time-traveling reindeer robot. That might be hard for you to believe, but I am here to take you to the future where you will be safe."
Is my dad alive in the future?
He says, "Your dad is Detective John Kimball, and he is not alive, no."
He gave me a ferret once.
He says, "I've been sent here along with the T10,000, the K10,000, to bring you back by our creator, Santa Prime."
All right, I jump on its back.
Do Ginger and Biz go?
We go to, yes.
Yeah.
I also pick up the body of the octopus.
Oh, that was incinerated.
Aw.
Yeah.
Does the chair remain?
The chair remains.
Don't
for
worry,
sure.
his carbon's been recuperated into my crown.
The chair is in fact is still in pristine condition.
Then the chair it shall be.
Apparently, the chair is made of adamantium.
Take the Krampus chair. Become the Krampus.
So yeah, the reindeer takes you to the future. You arrive in what you can only assume is the North Pole, and there, in full Santa regalia, is a half orc, and he says, "Welcome. I'm Santa Prime, and I hate to inform you, but you've now joined the Santa Wars. There's a great dimensional war amongst the Santas, and it's all converging on my dimension. But one of you will be the savior of Christmas. And then we fade to black and it's over.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Yeah. Clearly, we'll explore that next year.
Fantastic.
So, and for reference, in case anybody doesn't remember, Jesse played a Santa Terminator character, I think 2 Christmases ago, as a part of a dimensional thing that we had did with Santa Clauses, because we had multiple Santa Clauses that were being pulled into the alternate dimension. The half-orc is Danny's character from the very first Christmas game, who became Santa because his dad was Santa, but he didn't know it, and he was being mistreated.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he was also captured by his elf brother, who was Brad's character in the wheelchair, because he was, thought he should be the true Santa. And then I think it was the 2 games ago that they saved him from his half brother. So, anyways, there's the continuity.
Nice.
Noise.
So, but anyways, thanks for playing, guys. It was fun.
Yeah, man.
it was fun.
Thanks for having us.
Good time. Thanks,
Yeah.
Brazil. Merry Christmas. Ciao.